It's Mindy at Time to Unwind. And I just today received a package from Hobium. And it is interesting that it spent longer in customs than it did from the time I placed my order until it got to customs. So if you're familiar with Hobium, it is a Turkish company. And their prices are really good. Their shipping, until you get to the point where it is free shipping, is steep because it's from Turkey. And so got my stimulus check and was really excited and feeling stimulated to buy some yarn. And somebody said something about Hobium, and I said, I've never ordered from Hobium. So I did. Excuse me, I've got to move the package a little bit so Loki can get back up on the couch. Good girl. There's no room for her. Okay, so now if you've never done Hobium before, you know that while you can buy some things in a single roll, you get a much better price if you buy them in their 10 packs. And when you buy them in their 10 packs, we're not talking about the 10 pack coming to something like $30 or $20. We're talking about usually the 10 pack coming to $8 to $15 or something like that. You get a really expensive yarn, it might come in the 20s or 30s. But to the greatest extent, I didn't get that. A lot of what I got was like clearance stuff. And so it's pretty good. Now, I don't have a computer open to the site, and I do not believe that they send a packing slip. And so, if I find a packing slip, I will tell you. But in the meantime, here is one bag of, there we go. Let me open just a piece of this so that I can get it out. Oops, I need to do that and show you. And this is Caribou Yarn, and it is made in Turkey. And it is, now the color is a long number, and I'm not even going to read it to you. This one's 75% acrylic and 25% wool. And of course it says hand wash and lay flat to dry and all of that good stuff. And it's suggesting 4.5 to 5.5 needle size. And as always, it's a little bit of a challenge to read. I think that this might, if I recall correctly, because I'm not finding it, I'm sure it's there. This might be a number 5 bulky. It could be, oh, I wasn't showing it to you very well. It could be a worsted, a number 4, but I think this is a number 5. So let me show you the label. There's your color. Whoops, like that, I guess. Caribou, not Caribou. Size 4 crochet hook. Okay, I didn't see that before. Actually, I can see it better when I put it up to the screen. If I can see past that. So, all right, so, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So, and now a lot of times I do not like the marled yarn, but that isn't too badly marled, and so it won't be too hard on the eyes. There are days when my eyes just make me dizzy, let alone looking at some yarn or something like that. Okay, let's see what is next. Ooh, what have we here? Now this is a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is 100 millimeters or 100 meters, 50 grams per ball of Alara Etrafil. It's designed in Italy, but I believe it's made in Turkey, yes. And this is either a number 3 or a number 4. I might find it here. But you can see it's not a number 2. Now it's showing up on that screen more orangey than red, and it's a decent red. Okay, so no, that's not the color. That says organic. It doesn't say orange. Organic merino, 50% organic merino, and 50% REC dot acrylic. 4 to 5 or 4.5, I can't tell, knitting needles and size 4 crochet hook. Of course, hand wash and dry flat, I believe that says. And again, the color is a number, so now it says colors on their site, so you can see it there. And truly, I don't know if it shows up on your monitor like it does on mine, but really, this is a nice deep red. And so what is next? All right, this is another 10 pack, and this is a green. Oops, I put my glasses back down and I won't be able to see. Okay, now these were on clearance and I got 3 different colors, although 2 of them are similar. But these have a gold metallic thread through them. And these are Lorraine wool Simli Tiflic. And 71% acrylic, 24% wool, and 5% metallic. And it's machine wash warm. Don't iron it, dry flat. 50 grams, 255 meters. They're saying size 2.5 needles. Of course, you know, that always depends on what you're doing. But so I got 10 of these, which they're not huge, so that'll give enough to work with. But before I put that away, I got 10 of these. Now, and by the way, these look like about a 2. And these are almost the same. But you can see there's just there. This one's darker. This one's kind of a medium green. And I thought these would go well together. And there are 10 of each of them. So can work on something a little bit bigger. I'm sorry, Loki, I'm disturbing you. And to go with them, I got one more package. And this is a cream. It's, again, same. It's the same, just a different colorway. And so I could easily see something for Christmas with the 2 greens and the cream. And I have 10 of each of these, so 500 grams of this, 500 grams of that, 500 grams of this. Each of these is how many? 255 meters, and that's going to be about 270 yards maybe. So 10 of each of that, 270 would be, see my mind go blank, just add a 0. So I've got plenty of yardage, in other words. I could make a lot of shawls, but I could also make some bigger projects that would be matching. So, or I could make a bunch of small projects that were matching. I would get bored out of my bean probably, but you know, these things happen. Okay, moving along. Now remember the red that I had? I think this is the same. I think I got 2 reds and 2 blues in that. They just didn't package them quite together. So here's my first blue. And again, this is the Etrophil Alara. There is that upside down for you? No, that's right. So you can see and of course I'm looking to see and I don't see it. Seriously, you'd think I would be able to find it somewhere. I do not see the weight, but again, if this is not 4, it's 5 if it's not 4. It's a nice bulky. It's not too fine. It will work up relatively quickly. And so I have this blue. And I have this blue, same thing, but in a lighter blue. And I would use those 2 colors together. I don't know about you. And I would use them with the red, the dark red that I have there. I keep doing that. I will put something down and bump the keyboard I just restarted this. Now this is almost a burgundy red, the second red. That was the, oh dear, it's a different kind of plastic. I can't get into it as easily. So this is, again, the same wool, the Etrofil Alara, but this is more of a burgundy red. Claret, I believe. One was claret. And one was deep red. So I'd have to see this one must be, this one looks more brown on my monitor. So I'm not going to pile things up here because that's when my computer turns off. And let's see. And the next. See, I'm not done yet. Okay. I got more self-plaid yarn. The anti-pilling. Each one of these is 200 grams, which is about a little over 7 ounces, and 540 meters, which is 590 yards. This is a size 3. And I'll probably have to stick to the size that they suggest because this is that self-pooling. And it makes a pretty plaid, and I really liked the picture of this plaid, so I'm going to try to do it. I have one other ball of something that looks very similar to this that I got someplace else, so I will have to see if they are indeed the same colorway, because that would be totally cool. I'm not quite done. I'm getting there. So, over $50. You do get the Hobium Yarns bag, and we have a really cool looking little guy with his coffee cup and his hat and his glasses and his sweater. And on back it says, "All you knit is love." And I can crochet too, so I've got a couple of more things here. What do we have here? Okay, Hobium Pom Pom Makers. I have never used a pom pom maker. I believe how you do it because I just make pom poms on my hand or on a piece of paper or whatever. I believe how you do it is you take them and put them together, and you wrap yarn around them ad infinitum, and then you take your scissors and stick them between the 2 layers and you cut. No, I think first, yeah, you cut, and then you put a string in there. Maybe you put the string in first. I will have to experiment. I've seen it done. I've just ignored it because I make pom-poms. Who needs a pom-pom maker? But there they are. Then there's this. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to get this Etrofil furry yarn. And this is pale blue, as you can see. It's obviously a bulky yarn. And I'm going to put this up here so you can read this, because danged if I can. And obviously you're not going to wash this in hot water. Hand wash. There you go. See the hand? Don't iron. Let's see. Do I have that upright in the right direction? Or do I have that upside down for you? I can't see through it. Wait a second. Try it this way. It's really nice. And this will look like fun on edgings for the winter. So it's not a huge amount, but I only got the one. I do like the fur yarns. This is supposed to look like dyed rabbit yarn, dyed rabbit fur. And I have one more item. I think she'd be done by now, wouldn't you? But she isn't quite. Ooh, wait a second. They sent me handmade tag. I didn't even know about that. That was a gift. I don't lose it here. What else? Some Home of Hobium and Love Hobium stickers. So these are just little packaging treasures. What's this? A 15% off coupon for any $50 or more. And I have to tell you, because this load was the first time I'd ever bought from Hobium, and this was important. I got rabbit fur in my face. I happened to, okay, I did my order. I got my 150. I went over. I went back, changed what I had on it. Changed to this, actually. Took something off and put this on, which changed my overall amount just a little bit. And then, well, I wasn't quite done, but I was making up my order for checkout. And then I saw, oh, my account. Oh, it says there's something there. So I went back, and I learned my lesson one other time. So I went back, and I checked my account, and it said I had a first-time buyer credit. And so I thought, well, if I apply that credit, is it going to take me back under, it was like 20%. Is it going to take me under my free shipping amount? So I thought, well, I can always cancel the order if it does and start over. I decided to be brave, and I applied it right away, and it took it down to $130, and they didn't charge me shipping. So I was really tickled. So the last thing I ordered was this. And I know you can't see the top because I've got a tag over it. And this is they're calling it a nooking needle. And I suppose you can use it for nooking. I've looked at nooking and thought, this is what I call a locker hook. It's got a crochet hook on one end and a needle eye on the other end, and you can use it for all sorts of things. So I got myself a locker hook because it was a really good buy. So that was my fun. I waited for it for a couple of days to come through customs because it kept sitting there and sitting in customs. You could see it on the tracking. It was in customs. So there we go. There's my haul. It was fun. I looked forward to it. And now I've got. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, or a little bit at least. And you can blame this on Bag-A-Day or perhaps on Chemnitz, because I've watched them with Hobium. I've watched Fiber Spider with Hobium. I've watched a number of people. I think I watched Cinnamon Stitches with Hobium. They all get these Hobium, and so I finally got Hobium. So hit the like if you like this, hit the subscribe so as not to miss the next one. Please hit the bell and We'll be back again with another something or other. I didn't update you on any works in progress. I didn't talk about masks or any new hats or anything. So hope you join us soon. See you later.